Reason of making this video is only because I've had people ask me what it's like to be a self-published author. First and foremost, I'm for self-publishing all day. I think having a publisher is great. I have a friend, she actually has a publisher. They've done her well. However, to me, I don't see too much of a difference besides they gave her money up front, and the money they give her up front, she has to pay next. As a self-publisher, not only do you have creative rights, but you can work on your own time. Your own time as in, I want to have this book done in 3 months, 6 months, or a year. As far as a publisher, you have to be on a strict timeline. Well, I published my first book November 8th of 2018. From that point, I made pretty good money. I mean, coming from a spot where I had no following as far as readers or whatever. You know, we have our basic following on Instagram or social media. But as far as being an author, nobody knew me as that. Within 3 months of publishing my book, I was making $2,700, $2,800 a month. No lie. What I'm doing here is logging in. Well, I'm already kind of logged in. But I'm logging into the back office of Amazon with my books. As a reminder, November 8th, 2018, I published a book. This is how much I made that month alone. $584.27. All right. $462.02 is Kindle Unlimited. All that is for people that pays a subscription to read unlimited amount of books that are on the Kindle Unlimited library online on ebook. So they basically you get paid per page reads. Okay. So that's how much I accumulated there. Now, for people that doesn't have the Kindle Unlimited subscription, but they said, you know what, I'm going to pay the $3.99 for the book. And again, this is just for ebook. This isn't hard copy. I accumulated $122.25. That's November. Okay. Now, going into December, it was $992.71. $187.68 from ebook. $805.03 from Kindle Unlimited. All right. I'm only showing a breakdown because I just want you to know what I'm saying is real. I'm sure there's other authors that make way more than, actually, I know for a fact there's other authors that make way more than me on Amazon. However, I thought it was pretty cool that coming from just releasing a book with no fan base, that I was even able to make that. January comes in. $1,200. $1,200.18. Kindle Unlimited, $917.80. Ebook, $282.38. But what blew me most was February. Let me say why I did make probably way more in February. $2,752.17. I did drop book 2 of the series. So I believe because a lot of people was already reading book 1, then they went on to book 2. So $2,700, and Kindle Unlimited, I made $2,200. As you can see, I'm not actually saying the whole dollars at this point. And then $551 on ebook. That's how it works. But let me tell you, even though I made this, it plunged in March. But then after that, it went back up again. In March, it plunged to $2,045. You know, but that's still not bad. I just want to show you with no following, no nothing. Yeah, you guys, I feel pretty damn good. No, let me clean that up. I feel pretty darn good with how I did with releasing my book. And I feel that it's the way it is because I really put a lot into this. And let me show you this quickly. I didn't say I was going to do this on a video. Oh, God, where is it? When I did my book, I did buy a software called Vellum. So basically, I format my own books too. So book 1, this is Fearless Love. That was my first book. This is how it looks. And it actually shouldn't look like that. I actually updated it. Let me not even. But anyhow, this is actually an older version of it. I created Fearless Love. So this is how it looks on ebook when you open it up. Yeah, I'm so extra. I even do a playlist to go along with it. If you click it, it'll actually take you to that page. So therefore, on an ebook, it would show that as well, just to show you. Um, but anyway, that's how it looks on ebook. Nothing different. Now, if you're already looking at books and stuff, I'm sure you read books on ebooks, so you know what it looks like. It shows you what the print version would look like. But I, again, format all of my things. Vellum was a great investment, honestly. Let's see, Unjust Love. I formatted this book on my own as well. I come up with my own header because I want to be different than other people. You know, a lot of authors, everybody's doing their own thing, and it's just so exciting to see people really hustling out there, and everything's just trial and error. All I'm saying to you is I've made way more money than what I put out. That's all I could tell you. And I don't regret self-publishing at all. And again, I learned so much through this process. This is what the book looked like itself, except it's in paperback, okay? But that's the type of level of perfection that we're looking for. So if it gets printed out, it looks just like this. The only difference is not in a hardcover, okay? And yeah, I believe this is why my stuff sold. I don't know. I just knew whatever I was going to do, since I was doing contemporary romance, fiction, whatever, I was going to go all out. Now that I've gotten better at what I do, I've learned things. I even created a website to go along with my characters, because I realize, as far as character development, it's one thing to develop your characters, but these people get so invested in your characters. And that was very important to me to actually, let me see, hold on. Yeah, it was very important to me for me to show them these characters. So, as you see here, A Bennett Affair. I made sure that I had a page where I could show promo. Before the book come out, I promote the heck out of the characters. I promote, maybe if they had a text message conversation, I show that. Yeah, my computer's loading super slow right now. I don't really know why. But basically, I just wanted to show them that I'm serious about my craft. So this is the page for the Bennett Affair series. But this is the level of professionalism that I took it to, because, again, I was making good money doing it. And I was like, oh, it's worth it. So I was like, okay, I'm an author. I'm an actress. So it's like, honestly, I just be trying to get my coins in every area and aspect I can. Now that we're even on quarantine, it's nice to be able to relax or work on my other book. It's like, you're making passive income, residual. You're making this income without having to do anything extra at this point. So I think that's very important. But yeah, so this is their promo page. Every time a new something comes out, this is where I'm at. They'll get a few photos, and that's what it is. And I give them a snippet of the story. But I just think that's very important to bring your fan base, basically. All right, off of that. I think I talked like way too much at this point. And yes, I do all my little graphics and all that. The only thing I don't do is the cover graphics, because I'm not really sure how the lady Les does my book cover. I do pay for the photos or use stock photos. But other than that, yeah, I just use Canva to design little things like Imani B. That's the header for her book, for my book 3, where her chapter comes up. So, yeah, but I did do my own website. I did everything on my own. And again, it's worth it because you make the money, and I'm not saying it's all about money. But, you know what? If y'all have any questions, just put them below, and I'll try my best to answer them all. But I just wanted to show you this snippet. What you need to do is get up and write. If you write, that's all you need to do, because at the end of the day, nothing will come to you if you don't write. The goal is, hey, I want to write a book, so you need to start writing. Once you start writing, then you could go ahead and get it edited. Then you could figure out the book cover. But self-publishing is as easy as ABC. Literally, you sign up on Amazon, you create your account. You don't have to have an EIN number or register a business. You don't have to do none of that. You use your personal information, first and last name, social. Now, for those that do have a business, I know for myself, I use my EIN number. I use all my business information. But yeah, you just set it up 10 minutes to set it up, if even that, which I'll probably do a video on the steps of becoming an author or publishing your book. Yeah, not a step to become an author. And from there, after you upload it, after you sign up with Amazon and then you upload your book, that is what it is. At this point, you're selling your book as an ebook. I did have a question in my DM from another author asking me, what do I feel about Kindle Unlimited? I'm gonna be honest, it's all about your goals. For me, I'm all for Kindle Unlimited, especially if you're new. But again, that's another topic. But yeah, so I did Kindle Unlimited. I get paid for that, and I get paid for every book that's sold via, if you don't have Kindle Unlimited, you're not part of this monthly subscription where you can read unlimited books on Amazon, then you pay the book cost. My book is $3.99. The book at that time anyway was $3.99. It was about 3 brothers. And that first brother just sold like crazy, but I knew if I was gonna jump out there and be this magnificent, well, not even a great author, if I was gonna jump out there and have this book that sells, I knew the book cover meant everything. And I know for me, since I like contemporary romance, if that cover don't stand out, then more than likely I'm not even gonna read the synopsis. If I like the book cover and I like the synopsis, or even if I stumble across the synopsis and I like it, then yeah, I'm gonna read it. But the point is, it's all about the book. The money that I put in, I have definitely made way more money than I've ever put into my books. I kid you not. Again, my first book, I was earning about 2,000 something, and that was the range for quite some time. It did eventually dwindle down, so I won't tell that lie. I don't know about other authors, but even though it dwindled down, the price, and that's within like 6-7 months. And when I say dwindle down, it wasn't, maybe it was a big difference. I was like making 27 something one month, for a few months, and all of a sudden I was making maybe 1,000 and some change. And then it went right back up. But let me tell you, so then I dropped book 2 in a series. Whew, the number just skyrocketed. And from there, it kind of starts to level out. Then I dropped book 3, which was recent. It took me a while to drop book 3 because I had already started writing another series, which I had to get one of those particular books completed. But the point is, I started somewhere. Like, again, I published November 8th of 2018. By January 2019 or February 2019, I was making thousands off the book, you know, so that felt great. And honestly, I just don't really understand why you would wait if that's. Another thing too, I feel like becoming an author now is easier than before. I feel there hasn't been as much information out there as it is now. You have YouTube, you have Google, I mean, you have everything to find your resources. For me, like I was saying earlier, I don't write in Google Docs. I was writing in Microsoft Word originally. After I published that first book, I ran across Scrivener. Scrivener is my baby. I don't care what author you are. If somebody's not using Scrivener, I think they're crazy because it just has everything on there that just, it's so efficient. It's so much better, but I would love to show that. Actually, I'm gonna make a video on that. Show some tips and tricks and just the basic beginnings of how to use Scrivener. I like Scrivener because it just gives you everything that you need. I can do my outline here. I can have writing here. I can have a picture of my character. Another setting, another window open with the place that I set up. And when I say place, like meaning their house or this restaurant, this bar or whatever, Scrivener is it. That's a great app to have. I use Grammarly a whole lot. Even though Grammarly doesn't catch everything, I could tell you that. You know what? Scratch everything I just said.
Scratch everything I just said.
Just start writing. Write in Microsoft Word. Write in whatever you want. But there's other ways. Once you write, then you'll find other ways to format your book because you have to format your book. But again, I'll add some videos or I'll add a video to show more information on the steps. But the biggest thing is just get to writing. There is money to be made at the end of the day. Can't guarantee you millions, can't guarantee you thousands. However, I know for me, within 3 months, I was averaging 27 something a month. And that's just extra on top of other things that I do. And not to even mention, 3 months later or 4 months later, in March of 2019, I got an audio book. I got a publisher for my audio version of the book. So that was huge, very huge. That's to tell you how much my book sales were at that time. And it wasn't like I had 1 million reviews on Amazon at all. But I don't know how this company, Tantor Media, actually find out how well you're ranking on Amazon. I don't know. However, I just know they reached out, I did my research, figured things out, and decided to sign a contract. However, I did not release my book rights to just a regular publisher. I still have all rights to my book, meaning if a publishing company now says, hey, I want you to be part of my, I want you to sign this contract, blah, 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 you know, they offer me whatever to be the face of my book or the publisher of my book, I can do that with no issues. I don't even have to consult Tantor. However, Tantor have all rights to the audio. So if a movie producer, director come and say, hey, I really love your stories, I'm really looking into this, blah, blah, I don't have to consult nobody because again, I have all rights to my book. It's just the audio version. There's a difference. And that's another reason I don't think I care to have my book well, I don't care to have a publisher for my book, like an overall publishing house. Because if I had a publisher, I feel like they would own, they would have to do the negotiation and contract with the audiobook deal. And I wouldn't like that. Not only that, if I want my book to go out and be on big screen or whatever, if I had that opportunity, I still have to deal with the publisher. Unlike now, I don't have to give anything extra. Everything is all my money. So to sum everything up, stop procrastinating. Don't worry about what somebody else is gonna say. You know what? That's the funny part. I am very ambitious, very, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And I told people, okay, I'm gonna finally publish a book. I'm ready, blah, blah, blah. They believed me, but I don't think they expected for me to write a 50,000 plus, actually it was way more than 50,000, 55,000 word novel for my first book for one, and turn around and be done 6 weeks later. However, that does not include edits. But I was able to write that much, and I don't know how, because at that time I was auditioning like crazy. I was auditioning, the kids were auditioning, we were booking. There was a lot going on. But late at nights, because I was so into this story, I just wrote. Like, I would stay up 1 to 6 in the morning. It's, yeah, not conducive, but I made it happen. And after that, got the edits done, and I learned a lot of lessons from my book release as well. As much as it was a good story, I edit my first book on my own. I'm a good editor. Like, I swear I am. I can edit somebody else's book, but it's a difference when you're trying to edit your own book. I guess you get used to your own words. Yeah, I messed up. It wasn't bad, so it wasn't so bad. The thing was, I didn't realize how much readers are into characters. For instance, I think the guy was 6'4" in the book. The girl is maybe 5'4". I don't know how I said their body composition lined up, but if I said Chelsea's mouth or face came to his chest or his belly button or whatever, if it didn't line up, one particular reader, she left a long, lengthy review and saying, yeah, the body parts, it didn't line up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, like, are you serious? But yeah, so that was major. But you know what, if you have if you have an editor, you have somebody that's actually looking at the self-development of the book development of these characters in the story, I feel like they would have caught that. I knew better. So now with book 2, and once I did book 3, I had an editor for that. So that was a plus. So that is something you cannot skip as a beginner author. I don't care what you do. You could save money all across the board, but get you an editor, please, and thank you. That will save you. That and a great book cover. You will sell something, at least I believe. So if there's anything else, feel free to leave a comment below. I am working on setting up my website where it will be useful to other authors, because right now my website is just all about my books and my coaching. But I have a section for authors and actors that I'm gonna do where you're able to get resources, or even if you sign up with your email, I'll be able to send information via that way. But in the meantime, drop those comments, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I have a lot coming up. And if you're new to my channel, I don't only inform people about books, but because I realize acting is real big in Atlanta right now. I'm trying to move to LA. Everybody else is trying to move to Atlanta. I want to inform people and just actually guide them through that process, because to get an agent it could be rough, but I have an agent. The kids have an agent. We've booked. I definitely know the ropes here, the casting directors. However, even though I know them, I'm just ready to expand. I don't know, but I want to do more videos on that as well. So I hope this was informative.